Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening. Coming in live. It is Dr. Anana. How are you? You know what? We are having this live session for Blessed Girls. Super excited about our Four Seas Africa tour. And this is a collaboration with Blessed Girls and the Spiritual Midwives. Did y'all know I was a spiritual midwife too? Oh my goodness, a lot going on. But listen, we are just days away. July 16th, myself, an amazing team, Apostle Robin, the Blessed Girls, the Spiritual Midwives, A Heart Organization. We are headed to Africa. We are headed to Africa. We're kicking off the tour in Nairobi, Kenya. We're heading to Burundi, where we have an amazing team of Blessed Girl mentors, and Blessed Girls are already there and doing some amazing things in Burundi. Okay, so we'll be in Kenya, Burundi. We'll be heading over to Ghana. I'm super excited. I'm actually the business development an advisor with His Excellency there in Ghana. So we're going to spend a week in Ghana, and then we will be closing out the tour in Johannesburg, South Africa. Woo! Yeah. And we've been busy working. I want to first just thank everyone who has been supporting us, either it be financially, even just praying for us, uplifting us. If you donated pads and panties, it's been an incredible journey so far, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to serve. Right? How about that? You know what? The opportunity to serve in this day and time, to have the capacity, right, to be a servant leader, and then in turn be able to give opportunity for others to lead the way, right? So this Four C's tour, if you don't know, now you know. It is actually Four C's, which is civility, community, creativity, and climate change. And I have to let you know, when we talk about the Four C's, it's about creating change today, right? When you want a better tomorrow, you got to start changing some things today. Anybody know? Right? So we actually did our first book, which is here, and we'll be launching our second edition, the volume of the Four C's. And our second volume is going to be The Road to Sustainable Change. And I'm excited because we have some new authors. We have some gentlemen. We have a young man that I truly am proud of, who's my son, Nasset. He is an author, and he wrote about civility. We have another amazing young man out of Nigeria. His name is Thomas, and he wrote about community. So I tell you, just the premise of the book and just the curriculum itself is to really give an opportunity for young people and women, right, to develop in leadership, to develop, to become the leaders, right, today. And we do that through the Four C's. So they have the opportunity to learn, to explore, to create, right? And in any of those areas, we're dealing with civility, community, creativity, and climate change. So a part of Four C's, and of course a part of Blessed Girls, and one of our major projects is our pads and panties. Right. And through our pads and panties project, we work to collect donations. And our goal is to help and fight ending period poverty. We want to fight period poverty. We want to make sure that, there's some girls that don't even go to school because they don't have the products, right? They don't have sanitary napkins. They don't have the underwear, right? And to have the panties and have those products for them to even go to school and to work. So they stay home the entire week, and maybe more than that, right? And so they're shamed, they're shut away during the time of having their period. And so when I learned that, as I continued to travel abroad, I was like, we got to do something about this. Right. And so I'm grateful to have the tribe that I have that said, you know what, we're going to join forces with you. My whole dining room table, I probably have to show my camera around, is full of pads. We have over 1,000 pads so far. Our goal is to reach 2,000 girls in Africa this summer. So during that 3-week tour, our goal is to reach and do outreach and minister to 2,000 girls, right? So I'm excited about it. We are heading there in just a few days. So more importantly, I want you to know that you still, if you haven't had the opportunity to donate, I'm really starting to pack. My suitcase is on the floor. So I need you, if you want to purchase some and get them to me in the next 24 hours, you certainly can do that, right? And then also more importantly, you can definitely make a donation, because we can purchase the items here, and it can help me to purchase items once I get there. Okay. And this is straightforward. Everything that you give to us is going directly to the girls, directly to the team, right? So there's certainly good ground, and I encourage you to definitely support and continue with us. So I'm grateful to be here. So pads and panties. Let me make sure I put this up here. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I get it right, so you guys know how to. There we go. See, technology works out, right? Working the controls too. But you know, you can go to blessedgirls.com, and you can also use our cash app, which is Blessed Girls Global, and you can make a donation where every dime, every dollar goes directly to this work that we are doing. So again, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for all those who have supported us so far, and those that are thinking about it. We still working on this budget. We are going abroad. We want to even supply some meals. We want to do some drawstring bags so that the girls can, even be discreet and private about their things. So we want to distribute this so they'll have cloth bags. And of course, when we talk about sustainable change, we want to be able to reuse, right? Recycle. So we want them girls to have the bags and use them every time they come back to a Blessed Girl event. And in our Burundi, with our program there, we actually see the girls quarterly in Buterere. I know I'm going to get my accent right. And Gatumba. Those are the two areas we already established. And then while we'll be in Kenya, we'll be distributing pads and panties at the Sekanani village. And we'll be going to the slums in Nairobi, and we'll be giving out pads and panties, shoes, in partnership with the A Heart Ministry with Apostle Robin. We will be giving out diapers and wipes and everything for babies and pregnant moms. Just really grateful for the opportunity to serve. And Blessed Girls, we are bold, we are blessed, and we are blessed to be a blessing. All right. So as you're watching today, please let us know where you're viewing from. You might be catching a replay, but I thank you. I thank you. And please consider to partner with us as we continue on our 4Cs Africa tour. And then we come back and we'll be releasing our new book. So you'll be hearing soon from our authors. We'll be going live. So stay tuned. Make sure you got notifications on for Blessed Girls, for Dr. Anana. Yeah, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Good ground. Good season. So again, I'm grateful for that. So this past Saturday, we had our donation day. And again, thank you. And so we were actually in New Brunswick with one of our ambassadors, Ayanna Slacum, who is actually our 4C's author in the volume 2. And she's an author, and she wrote about community, and she will be traveling with us. Yes, Ayanna is a sophomore now, going into her sophomore year at Albright College. I think I got that right. I get to know all of them and their bios and where they're at with everything. So I'm grateful that this amazing young lady has, taken it upon just to say yes, to even travel abroad and to go and to learn more and to speak and serve. So we have, again, some great young folks that are coming. And so a part of that, she helped us with our donation day. So we were in New Brunswick, and I'm grateful that a young man that I've had the opportunity to work with, I want to say I met maybe a year or two ago. And we kept saying we were going to work together. We were going to talk. We're going to work together. And he actually came out to help and sponsored and brought us some pads and actually made a financial donation. And it's been a long time in the making that I said we were going to have him come on and talk about his product and really his testimony. Because again, with Blessed Girls, it's always about the wholeness, the wellness of the young lady, right? There's a lot of things that we don't think about, a lot of things that we may have not been taught, right? But when we talk about Blessed Girls, we really always deal with the whole girl, the whole woman. And a lot of times it's those things that we don't think about and don't really consider. And so this brother, I heard his story a few times, and I wanted him to come on today and share a bit of his testimony and to share about his products. So you guys bear with me because I'm managing the controls too. Let's see. There we go. All right, Brother Lewis, you here? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Make sure my camera.
You good?
Hopefully everyone can see that.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. And it'll probably be better once I move off the screen. So good evening, sir. How are you?
better than amazing. Thank you for asking. How you been?
I'm well, thank you. I am well, thank you. We're getting down to the wire, so we're staying busy. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm gonna just turn this over to you. You can go. I don't know if you want me to say anything beforehand, but I want you to go ahead on in and share with the audience your story. I don't want to give nothing away, so you go right ahead. I'm hearing some feedback, but maybe it's just on my end. But once I step back, hopefully it'll be clear up. Okay. So guys, if you're watching, please like, comment, and share. Okay, as we hear from this amazing brother. So I'll turn it over to you, Brother Lewis.
Thank you. Well, good evening, everyone. I want to thank Dr. Anna for having me. My name is Lewis Woods from Somerset, New Jersey. And let me get back just a little bit. Um, like Anna said, we met several years ago at different events. And yes, we've been saying, hey, how can we collaborate with this particular mission I'm about to discuss? So just to give you guys a little bit of update, again, my name is Lewis from Somerset, New Jersey. I am founder of Keep Her Well, but also I'm an ambassador for Justice for My Jewel campaign, which is a women awareness campaign. And what we do is pretty much bring education and information about the potential toxicity that's inside traditional sanitary napkins, tampons, diva cups, etc. And very interesting testimonial. I jumped in with both feet regarding this campaign because of my daughter. One of the things that was going on was that my daughter was waking up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with unbearable pain.
I'm gonna. Can you hear me?
Say that again.
That's they're saying it's like it's a little like distance or rocky the signal when they can't hear you that well.
Okay. Is that better? Is that better? Can you hear me now? That's better? I froze. Okay.
Okay, you good now?
I'm good. Is that better?
I don't keep talking. Say 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. ABC. Can you hear me?
Yeah, right. I'm
Is that
not
good?
sure. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know why.
ABC 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. So I was saying was that my daughter will wake me and my wife up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with unbearable pain. She's home for 2 or 3 days. We taking her to the doctor, and we just couldn't figure out what was going on with her. Every single month, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, she's popping medication. I'm looking online for the nearest 24 Walmart, and we found out that the culprit might be some of the traditional sanitary napkins and tampons that she's been wearing. So what I'm going to do, guys, I don't know if you can see this. Let me bring it back. Give me 1 second. Hopefully that's better. So what I discovered during the campaign was this sanitary napkin that most, if you have been on the line, you might not know what it is, but most women do. This is a graphene sanitary napkin. I'm going to explain to you guys what graphene is. Now, as you can see, it has a strip. And so I'm going to take this apart. And you can see how sealed it is, okay? What we found out was that most of the traditional sanitary napkins that you guys purchase from the store, they are not completely sealed because of the chemicals inside the product that needs to breathe. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to open this up. And hopefully, you guys, you can see that. Okay. So what you're seeing here is our heavy flow pad. One of the things you see here, it has a 3D leak guard, which protects. And what we discovered, for our medical staff that we consult with, they said that the average woman gives off anywhere between 15 to 50 milliliters of fluid. Now, we know some women are more, some women are less, but that's the average, between 15 to 50 milliliters per changes. So what I'm going to do, I have 50 milliliters of water, and I'm going to the extreme. I'm not going to use 15, I'm going to use 50, and we're going to pour this liquid over the pad. So I'm going to make sure you guys get to see this. Pour this back. Okay, stay with me. So we're going to simulate 15 milliliters of fluid on this pad. Now, when I did my last event, I had a young lady tell me, sir, that is a lot of fluid on the pad. And she said, you know what? I would have changed the rate. And I said, absolutely correct. Here's the issue. The body is wet. When the body is 98.6 degrees, okay, you have moisture, you have wetness, you have darkness, which leads to bacteria. In the second stage, it also can lead to things like yeast infection, UTI, aroma, okay? Even in some extreme cases, we have found out that women have developed things as fibroids, PCOS, ovarian cancer, miscarriage, cervical cancer. And we're not saying that this product here is a miracle pad. We're saying that this is the damaging effect of these young ladies and women over time. Excuse me. Generation after generation, women are experiencing these challenges and they don't know why. Now, you saw me pour how many milliliters on this pad, ladies? 50, right? Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this pad and we're going to place it here. All right? No tricks. And I'm going to press as hard as I can. Okay? Look at that. You see how dry that is? Guys, this was a game changer. When I saw this, I said, wow, my daughter can now be comfortable and dry, as well as other women that I've met. But guys, let's take this a step further, okay? What we're going to do, already have double amount of water, actually in this glass. And I want to show you guys our absorbency system. So what I'm going to do, I want you guys to pay attention and take notice about what I'm about to do. Do not try this at home with your pad. So I'm going to take this 8-layer pad apart. Okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this polymer and put it inside. And I'm going to push this to the side at the time being. And I'm going to explain to you guys this strip called graphene. But meanwhile, as that's going on, I want you guys to take a look at our bottom layer of our pad. Tell me what you notice about this, okay? It has microfiber holes, and as you can see that. It has microfiber holes in the pad, and we want to tear this apart. But if you take a look at our bottom layer, it also has microfiber holes in its pad. You know why? Because the current pad that you guys are used to is made from recycled trash bag or plastic bag. When we designed this, we wanted ventilation, we wanted breathability. You can actually hold this over a steam kettle and the steam will actually come through. And this is also biodegradable. So we don't want your daughter, your sister, your mom, your niece, your next door neighbor to keep suffering. Now, do you remember the glass of water that I put the powder in? Well, guys, I want to ask you, where's the water? We turn liquid into a solid. And I wish you were here. If you can actually feel that, it's actually a cool. And that is done by design because we realize during that time of the month, your body's running hotter than normal. Okay? So this gives you a cooling sensation. I want to show you one more thing, okay, before we go. Remember this strip I showed you here called graphene. Graphene is a Nobel Prize material. Actually, I'm going to actually take it out of our panty line here. Okay. And our product comes in 5 different variations. It comes in a heavy flow pad. It comes in a moderate flow pad. It comes in panty liners. These are the new kids on the block. These are panty liners with wings. And last but not least, this is one of my best sellers. These are super overnight. A lot of women are calling these the Wakandas. Okay? Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to take 50 milliliters of fluid in this cup. And I'm going to pour it in the champagne glass. Guys, you know how powerful iodine is, right? So we're going to take 4 drops of iodine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that was iodine. And you see how dark that is. All right? So we're going to take the strip out of our panty liner. Okay? And we're going to drop this right in here. You ready? Look at that. It's also a detox. So it just cleared up the iodine. So imagine what it can do. So folks, that is the end of our presentation. You could get more information at Keep Her Well, where we have our 5 variations of our sanitary napkin and panty liner. You can also go to JFMJ, Justice for My Jewel, .org. Okay, I'm also on Instagram at Keep Her Well. You can email me at keepherwell@yahoo.com. All right, so that is the end of the presentation. I know you guys have some questions. I believe I have 2 business associates also who would like to share their testimonial. Ms. Tiffany from Irvington, New Jersey, to give a 2-minute testimonial. And then after that, I'm going to allow Trish Diamond from the Poconos, Pennsylvania, to share her 2-minute testimonial.
Thank you, Brother Lewis. That was, I felt like it was almost like magic trick. It was magic and it was like a science class all at the same time. So I see Trish here, so I can certainly bring her up into the studio if she's ready. She could turn on her camera and she could share her story. But I want to go back. You talked about your daughter, and I don't know if it was clear. Some people were saying if you could speak a little louder. So make sure if you want to take it up, turn it up just a notch, and just tell us a bit about your daughter. I think it was like 30 seconds or whatever. But if you could tell us again about what the symptoms and the things your daughter was experiencing and how you got to do your own research, if you will.
It was to the point where, I said it before, that she was waking up 3 or 4 o'clock, bad abdominal cramping, pain. And so she would stay home for 2 or 3 days. She had a heavy flow of 7, 8 days. So the product that's been working for her, because she's heavy, these are the super overnight graphene sanitary napkins. So one of the benefits that some of our females share with us. This is their personal testimony. It helps with pH balance. It helps with that bad abdominal cramps, hormone secretion. Some women actually experience reduced flow. Uh, I had a young lady who actually bled for 39 days straight, and she was the same age as my daughter at the time. She's 23 years old, and she told me, she said, Lewis, I know you have that product. I need to try something, because she said I had an IUD in my arm. They had to take it off the birth control to drive me crazy. I'm miserable. I'm staying in my clothes. I've been bleeding like this since I was 15 years old. And I said, well, I don't think our product can help you, because I never heard of that situation before, and it's extreme. I told this lady no 3 times. She insisted, and this happened during the pandemic. She drove all the way from Irvington, New Jersey, down to Somerset. And my wife is looking at me like, where are you going? I said, I'm going to drop these pads off at the McDonald's parking lot to this young lady who's having such a hard time. And in the back of my mind, I said, this is not going to help. So I told her, get 2 packs of a super heavy flow and get 1 pack of a heavy. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect to hear from her. I said, this is not going to work, because her case is too severe. I never heard it before. 34 days later, she called me. She said her doctor told her, keep doing what you're doing. I said, what do you mean? She said, for the first time since I was 15 years old, my cycle went from 39 days to 4 days. Let me tell you, I formed my own ministry. I started telling everybody. I started telling young girls, hey, good to see your mom. Tell her to give me a call. Talking to women. Listen, I even talk to men now. Okay? I even talk to men where they actually are getting these products for their loved ones. I had a gentleman. He had 3 daughters, 18, 24, 32 years old. And I was talking to him about a campaign, what we're doing. I said, listen, I really want to educate men, because I want to let you guys know we are your allies. You know? And he said to me, do you have something for my wife? I said, what do you mean? He said, she's having hot flashes. She won't sleep in a room with me. She's sleeping on the couch. She's underneath the AC. I said, here, have a try these. I don't know if it works. We make no medical claims. They may work. They may not work. 8 days later, I saw him again at Dunkin' Donuts. And he put his wife on the phone. She said, I need more. They help with her hot flashes.
Wow.
That's the story. We're sticking to it.
All right. All right. So let's say, Trisha, you ready?
Say that again.
I was making sure Trish was ready.
I am.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, share us with your story.
Oh my goodness. First and foremost, let me say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Woo. I said yes 5 years ago. 5 years ago, my daughter suffered a miscarriage around Mother's Day. Now, I had suffered 4 miscarriages, but I didn't question God, because I was like, okay, it's not meant to be. I was already blessed with 2, and my youngest one will be 18. But when my daughter suffered a miscarriage, I was like, wait a minute, something is not right. Mm-hmm. Her body is too young to be going through this when it's so clean. Okay. No drugs, no alcohol. It's clean. She shouldn't be having these issues. On my way home from New York, I was commuting back and forth. I heard God say, look at this. And I like, look at this. Only thing I want to look at is the back of my eyelids. I got a 2-hour commute.
Right.
And he was like, look at this. So I was like, okay, opened up my phone, and there was the sanitary pads. So I was like, sanitary pads? Nah, because I was approached before, and I was like, sanitary pads ain't my thing. Got the sanitary pads, had my daughters using them. My youngest daughter, I was going to catch a case, because she came at me like I was one of her friends in the street. And I was like, hold on. You must have forgot. I'm your mother, not your friend. And I heard the spirit say, that's you. And I'm like, what? He said, that's your attitude. Because my husband always said, you must be on your period, because you're acting like a real. I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like, baby, are you flowing? She said, yes, I have my Japanese flag. And I was like, oh my goodness, mommy, sorry. Hugged her, gave her the pads. She's been well ever since.
Wow.
But she went to school and her flow came early. And she had to go to the nurse. So she had to use what they had.
Right.
If it wasn't for the fact that my baby has to take a bus back and forth to the school, I would have thought she was doing something she had no business doing.
Really?
Because she came in the door, straight upstairs, didn't say hello to me, straight to the bathroom in the shower. So when she came down, I was like, what was that about? She was like, mommy, my cycle came while I was in school. I didn't have any pads in my locker or in my bag. I had to get one from the nurse. And I'm so irritated,
Wow.
so sick. She was nauseous, like for 2 days from using one of them traditional pads.
Right.
So I knew right then and there.
Right. Confirmation.
That's what's causing this for us to have all of these issues, from the PCOS to the endo to the fibroids to the hysterectomy. 600,000 hysterectomies is too many, especially with it being 80% of the 600,000 is African American. So we need to do something different. So I stand on this product. I believe in this product. Her friends cannot have a birthday without receiving these packages as a gift.
Gotcha. Wow. So, okay. Well, listen, yes. I love it. We hear it? I don't know if we might have lost her.
Lost who?
Okay, there we go. It was like it must have paused. Okay, there we go.
So yes, that's why I say yes to Rain. Yes.
I love it.
All day, every day. Yes.
God, good. This was good. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then, like you said, once you try something else, you immediately she saw the difference right away. So it was like, again, confirmation that the products, really was effective. And just by making that change, it certainly made a difference. So I appreciate you, Trish, for sharing your story. Thank you so much.
You.
All right. All right. Well, Brother Lewis, any closing words? Again, I thank you for coming on, giving us that demonstration. That was powerful. Like I said, it looked like a magic trick when you brought the water back up. And I'm like, what? All the water going? We did the iodine and how it cleaned out the water. It's just really important, even with being a spiritual midwife, and I'm going to be learning about becoming a doula and learning more about, against women issues and things that we are faced, and definitely African American women, right? And and the discrepancies and the things that are the inadequacies, if you would, in our care. And I think this is something very important. So I'm grateful that you were able to come and share and give some information. I know we'll be back again to hear more from you, because like I said, we had a little bit of issues, technical issues. But again, it's keep well, right? Keep her well on Instagram, right? So they can go and learn more, keepherwell.com, right? And I'll make sure I put that back in the comments so the folks can know how to learn more about it. So again, I thank you again for supporting BlessedGirls. And this was just, again, coming back here, we always look for the wholeness, the wellness of our girls, of our women, and to, have real conversations about real things that are affecting us. So I'm grateful to have you, as a father, as a husband, to actually be a champion and be someone who stands up for the things that affect us. So I'm grateful for that. Anything else in closing from you?
That's it. If you guys looking to purchase the product just to have experience, or you have a loved one you want to share this product with, the product is only $6 online.
All right.
Definitely $6. We do donation drives. We started doing fundraising. Our campaign, Justice for My Jewel, is now a 501c3. So we're doing 5K runs and walk. Just to, I want to share also, right now, it's about 49 men, fathers, ministers, uncles, grandfather, who's been leading this campaign with this product. nationwide. So,
I
ladies,
love it.
we want to reach out to a whole lot of men that have daughters, sisters, and aunts. So we just want to keep you guys well, not just for this generation, into the next generation as well. Okay, so I look
Indeed.
forward to serving as much as I can, and thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
absolutely. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. So I hope you learned a little bit today. And again, when we're talking about the wholeness and the wellness of our girls, of our young women, of our women, what they say, our people perish for lack of knowledge. And a lot of times there's things that we're not aware of simply because we just weren't aware, right? And I pray that you know better, you do better. And we certainly want to walk in wholeness and health and wealth, right? Even in this time and in this season, these are the things that we want to talk about. So I'm grateful again for everyone who tuned in. Hopefully you could reach out to this young man and get some of the products and just give him a try. What else you got to lose? If you know a young lady that might be suffering with heavy periods and cramping and things like that, you know what, and you haven't tried to look in the products that she's actually using, then this is a great chance to just, again, he said for $6 for you to try, to have a monthly supply, actually probably more than that, because if I recall, I've been, was using the products, I use less, right, than you would of your traditional sanitary napkins. So certainly worth the investment. So give it a try. And any women, young girls that may be suffering, right, and you've never thought about the products, I hope that tonight you will certainly consider that. All right. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and share. And of course, our pads and panties donations, we're still accepting them. We are heading to Africa in a few days. So we're grateful for everyone that supports us along this journey. All right. So thank you for watching. This is Dr. Anana with Blessed Girls Global. And you know what I always tell you to do? What you got to do? You got to be bold. You got to be you. And please continue to be blessed. My name is Dr. Anana. Have a great night. Thank you.